to another tutorial video about AG Grid integration in React. In previous video we have learned about how to edit each cells in a grid. Like this is currently our program is running. Currently we can double click on each cell and you can edit as you like. Now it is saved to the database. Okay, I am refreshing it. It is changed. So today we are going to check about how we can edit all cells simultaneously. Like currently it is editing one by one, like clicking on it, editing. When losing focus, it is saving to the database. Currently we are going to check how we can edit all cells simultaneously. So we are going to add a edit button here. When clicking on edit, we have to enable all cells. Then we are adding another button, save. When clicking on the save button, we have to save all values to the database using the API. So today we are going to check about it. If you are first time watching my video, please subscribe to the channel and like it and share it. It will encourage me to upload more videos like this. So we are going to edit the files. This is the basic file. Now there is a clear filters button. Now I am adding the save button, edit and save button, like the above one button. One click. Edit cells. Creating one more button for saving to the cells. Save cells. Okay. So okay, the function is not defined. It is not a problem. We have added two function calls. We have to add here. Edit cells equal to save cells. Okay, now hopefully there is one. Okay, we have the buttons edit cells and save cells. Okay, now when click on it, we have to edit these cells. So we have no direct way to edit all cells. Now there is no direct way like enabling all edit cells, all cells edit or something like that in the AG Grid. So we have creating another component, edit cells, or we are creating a text component and adding it to the cells. Okay, first we are creating a state variable. Here we are creating grid editable. Set grid editable. Now state. First we are setting it to false. When clicking on the edit cells button, we are setting it to true. Set grid editable equal to saving we are changing it to false. Okay, now we are going to update the default column definitions. Here we are going to use a cell renderer method. Cell renderer. If grid is editable, then we are going to create a new component, cell editor. Cell editor, otherwise no. So when we if the cell is editable, if the grid is editable, we are going to display a new component, cell editor. It is a simple component only having a text field. Okay, now we are going to create that cell editor component. We are creating it in the components folder. Okay, here we are creating a new file, cell editor.js. Okay, constant cell editor equal to props. We will get the properties of that cell in this cell editor component. So return input type equal to text. We are displaying the module equal to props dot value. Here in the props we will get the value of that cell. Okay, so currently I'm going to check if this thing is working. Okay, I'm just adding it here again just for importing cell editor. Checking if it is imported. It is not imported. Oh, we have to export it here. Export default cell editor. Okay, now again I am importing cell editor. Okay, now it is displaying, it is importing from the app component cell editor. Okay, now it is inserted here. You can see that cell editor is inserted here. Okay, I think this cell render is not needed. Okay, now we are just saving it and checking how it is currently looks like. Now when clicking on edit cells, you can see that all cells are displaying in a text field. Okay, we may add some styling to it, like we may decrease the width of the field. Okay, we have added some styles. Style width from 100 px plus it is enough. Okay, now you can see that when editing cells it is displaying this text fields here. Okay, when saving it, it is going. So we are, when saving, we are setting it to set grid editable true, and when saving set grid editable equal to false. So now it is current cell value is displayed in the test field. Now when changing it, we have to set that value to the grid. Okay, so there is a property called on change. We have to call a function update once. Okay, we are creating that function now. Constant update once equal to just this for the event. First we are stopping the editing. Props dot stop editing, then props dot set value e dot target dot value. Okay, if we are not using this function, we will check what it looks like. We are just going to edit it. Joy, I am typing here, but it is not coming there. Okay, it is not going to the grid. When we are enabling this, when we are uncommenting this and saving it, then when you click on props dot stop editing, it is giving an error. Okay, we have to props dot API dot stop editing, props dot API dot stop editing. We just consoling with the update cells what is in the props. Console dot log props. Okay, inspect console, clear it. In editing cells, G, oh, it is, this is the props printed, so there is many values in it. API, call, definition, column, data, all values are there. Age 33, it is the first rows values. Okay, grid cell format value, get value, set value. We are using the set value. Okay, value. Okay, you can see the props here. You can use any of these values for your purposes. Like now the values are setting. Okay, then on cell value changed. Currently when on cell value changed, it is saving to the database. Currently we can check it is correctly working. Like when we click on the network tab and we are editing Joy D, Gerald D, Atten D, we are added D to each one simultaneously. You can see that it is sending a request every time. Okay, so it is saving to the database correctly. When we if you refresh, you can see that these are all saved. Okay, you can see that all these are appended to the names. Okay, now it is working currently, but now we need to save all values simultaneously. Okay, currently it is sending, when we changing each cell, it is sending a request to the database. It is also working, but it is a better way, like we have to send all values currently. So also we don't want to edit the ID field. If we try to edit this field, it will make error because we are using it as in the where condition. So I am going to change this editable to null. First we are changing it to null. Editable, we are changing it to editable to false. Cell renderer come to null. Okay, now you can see that this is not making any issues. Okay, now we are going to create a state variable which is for storing each changed values. Okay, it is something like, it is pure logic, it is not related with the AG grid. We are just creating some code to save the values in a cell. One cell value changed, currently it is sending requests when changing the values. Now I am going to comment this function, comment this code, and we are going to use a state variable to store the values. First we are going to create a state variable. Form data, form, we are going to create a state variable form data, set form data. It will be an array. Use state of first creating an empty array, then set form data. Set form data previous data. We are going to check the previous data. Currently if there is a already the ID is existing for the state variable, we are updating it, and if the ID is not exist, we are going to create a new one. So first we are checking is the row ID is present in the previous data. Okay, constant existing row index equal to previous data dot find index row dot id triple equal to id. If this id, this row's id is existing in the previous data, it will return a positive value, then 1, and if it is not, will return a negative value. If existing row index not equal to -1, that means there is a data id exist and we need to update. So return previous data dot mark of row comma index. Index return equal to existing row index, then we have to return the current row comma field new value, else we just returning the row. Okay, so we are taking each element of the previous data, each row of the previous data, and if the index is triple equal to existing row index, then that will be given here, and so if so, we are updating the field with the new value, otherwise we just returning the old row. Okay, if existing row index is equal to no, then we are adding the else case, else. So the row there is no data corresponding to this row, so we are going to create a new one, like id not exist, and so creating new one. Okay, then constant new row equal to id then we just copy this field equal to new value, then so it is enough. Okay, then we are returning it, return array previous data comma new row. Okay, so currently we are setting the form data with this. Now we just need to checking is the set form data is correctly set. Okay, I am just creating a use effect then checking console.log form data. When changing form data, we have to print it. Okay, just checking is this code is working or is there any error. Edit cells, we are changing Joyce. ID is equal to 1, last name equal to Joyce. Then we are changing this, sorry, TSD. Okay, then currently ID is equal to 1, last name Joyce, ID for first name TSD. So it is correctly saving to the state variable. Okay, adding one more one. So here it is, ID for first name TSD, ID 5, last name C. I'm changing the same ID 1, changing the name. Sorry, when clicking on backspace it is going. We have to remove that editing, match. Okay, then we have to check what it is looking. So ID 1, for ID 1 we have changed last name to Joyce and first name to Matt. So it is working. So it is currently saving the edited values to an array, JSON array. Now we have to create an endpoint for saving this form data. First we are going to send this data from here. So I am copying a function. Okay, we can try this one. Okay, sync read fetch persons. We are going to create a new endpoint, persons underscore save. Okay, method equal to post JSON dot stringify. We need to send the form data. Okay, I think you have familiar with this code. Just calling an API endpoint and checking if it is sending. Okay, now just checking the network tab, then we are clearing it. Okay, edit the cells. I am changing the first row, sorry, Raj, Joyce, second row, John, Johnson's. Okay, we edited these 4 cells, and when clicking on save cells, it is currently there is no API endpoint. Just checking if the payload is correct. Okay, it is sending the payload. ID first name, last name, ID to first name, last name. Okay, we can edit all these values, first name, last name, sex, anything we can send correctly. Okay, now we are going to create this API endpoint. So currently our server side code is here. I am copying a new post method. Okay, I am copying this post method, then I am pasting it here. persons underscore save, changing it to persons underscore save. Then we are going to paste the values from the request.body, and we have to create an array, create a query for it. I'm currently going to remove some code. Okay, result to currently I'm going to comment it only connection and request.body. And constant update fields equal to request.body. Then we can just consoling it, console.log update fields. Okay. This one also not needed currently. Connection.result. Okay. Just printing the update fields, and we can check if it is working correctly. I am just restarting the server, then running it again, going to edit two cells. Sorry, I'm going to remove the default cell editor property, editable true. Okay, I think this will solve that issue. When clicking on backspace, it is edit the cells. Okay, now when clicking on backspace, it is correctly working. Earlier it is making errors. Attach okay, just click on the save. It will send the array. Now just checking if it is correctly coming here. Okay, we have printed it. id1 first name dash id2 last name, so it is in the update fields. It is an array. Then we have to create a SQL statement from this array. It is purely logic, not something related with AG grid. Anyway, I am going to create it. If you have better logic, you you can create it there. I am just creating it within my own logic. Okay. I am going to first update fields dot for each. Constant, I am taking the keys, object dot keys, object dot keys of row. Okay, I'm first taking the keys from that object. It is the ID, and currently it is the ID and first name. The keys, ID, first name, these are the keys. Okay, then keys dot for each field if field not equal to id. If the field is not an id field, we are going to create a query. Now first going to let query equal to, then let id, we will use this field not equal to id, then query equal to query pass field equal to single quotes comma row of field backtick, sorry, single quotes then backtick. So now we are creating a update statement, part of an update statement, like set field is equal to value. Currently if the field is not id, if the field is first name, so it will come like first name equal to row of first name. Row of first name is like Raj. Okay, so now we have created the query. Then if field equal to field equal to id, then id is equal to row of field. Okay, we are just saving the query and id. Okay, now we are going to create that query. Query is equal to, we are here adding a comma, so for each field we need to separate. Set first name equal to Raj, then another field last name equal to, so there we need a comma, so we have to remove that comma here. Comma dot substring of from start position, comma dot length minus 1, so it will remove this extra comma. Okay, now the query is almost done. Then we are going to constant query, main query equal to single quotes backticks update person set. Here we are using that query set first name equal to value, then where id equal to id. Okay, now we have created that SQL query. Now just we may consoling the query, console.log query, just for checking if it is correctly created the query. We have to restart the server. Next, here it is on error, not sure what it is, let's check. Okay, edit cells, we are changing it to Raj. Here it is changing it to 70, Joy to Joy, yes. Okay, now we are clicking on save. Just checking how it coming. There is two queries are created. Update persons, set first name equal to Raj, last name equal to Jose, where ID equal to 1. Update persons, set last name equals 1, where ID equal to 2. I think the query is correct. Let's execute that query so that we can check. Now we have to create the execute function. Wait, connection dot execute, connection dot execute query. The await is making a problem. Low here maybe another sync. Okay, oh okay, now it is. So each time it is calling. Now I think it is. We may send a result like result dot status 200 success. Okay, we are again restarting the server. Then we are editing cells. Raju, changing it to Raj. Raju Joyce. Here it is changing to Sony. Joy Sony. Okay, then saving. Oh, okay, I think it is returning. Then it is returned a success. Here it is. I am refreshing the page to check it is saved correctly. Okay, it is saved. Raju, Joyce, Joy, Sony. Okay, now just trying to edit this field. Edit cells 33. Sorry. Oops. It looks like it is not editable. This field is editable. This field is editable. Changing to female and saving. Oh, it is editable, but this field looks like it is not editable. So I think it is a data type problem. So let me check. I think we have to change here. We have to set it. Console dot log console. Event is underscore convert target. What is this? The props. This is the props, and I think there is something colon dot. Okay, this is cell data type equal to number. So I think we have to use this cell data type. We have to pass it here, pass it there. Okay. just checking, just pausing it. So now we have to pass the values before setting it. So if props dot codef dot cell data type equal to number, props dot set value pass float of e dot target dot value, else props dot set value. So currently if the cell data type is number, we are flow parsing it. This issue happens because we have created a cell editor. If we are not using the cell editor and directly editing, this issue will not occur, because AG grid will convert the number field to convert the field to number. Okay, now we can check if it is working. Now I am going to edit the okay, now it is working. It is coming as not a number. Edit cells. Okay. It is if you have to do something like if e dot target dot value before we check it. If e dot target dot value not equal to let's check is this. Okay, now you can correct it. I think we have to correct it, like we have to check before voting. Maybe we can use this as we are not equal to any man. Okay, maybe this one correct it. Let's check. Okay, I think now you can use your own logic there for fixing it. Okay, now I am winding up this tutorial video. Otherwise I will correct it in the next tutorial and will display it there, will show it to you. If you like my video, please subscribe and like my videos. Okay, thank you.